They don't need to use force. They don't need to scream or break you physically. No. The most effective manipulators don't need to touch you at all. They work in shadows, twisting your thoughts, altering your perception, making you question everything, even yourself. They smile in your face while tightening the leash around your neck. They say they're doing it for your own good, that you need them, that they're just looking out for you. And before you know it, you're trapped, controlled, bound by invisible chains you can't even see. But today, those chains break. Today, we strip away the illusion and expose the truth. Because manipulation only works when it goes unnoticed. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. There are 5 key signals that someone is manipulating you. Ignore them, and you'll remain a puppet, dancing to someone else's tune. Recognize them, and you take the first step toward freedom. Let's begin. Signal number 1. You feel guilty for no reason. Guilt is a tool, a psychological leash. It makes you easy to control, easy to manipulate, easy to mold into what they want. And the worst part, you don't even realize it's happening. A skilled manipulator doesn't just tell you what to do. They make you feel like you have no choice. They plant a seed of guilt so deep inside you that even when they're not around, you carry the weight of their expectations on your back. How it happens. They remind you of everything they've done for you. After all I've done for you, this is how you treat me. They make you feel selfish for having boundaries. Wow, I guess I'm just not important to you. They twist reality so that your actions always seem like the problem. I wouldn't have reacted that way if you hadn't upset me. And just like that, you become trapped. You start bending, folding, compromising. Not because you want to, but because you feel like you have to. The truth, you owe them nothing. If you've done nothing wrong, you have nothing to apologize for. Guilt is a leash. Cut it off. If someone needs to manipulate your emotions to control you, then they don't deserve a place in your life. Signal number 2. They make you question your reality. Gaslighting. The most insidious form of control. A slow erosion of your trust in your own mind. You remember something happening a certain way, but they deny it. You express your feelings, but they dismiss them. You call out their behavior, but they flip it back on you. They rewrite history. They twist your words. They make you doubt yourself until you don't know what's real anymore. Gaslighting sounds like, that never happened. You're being dramatic. I never said that. You always take things the wrong way. You're just imagining things. At first you argue, you push back, but over time you start to wonder, am I really overreacting? Did I misremember? And that's how they win. When you stop trusting your own mind, you become dependent on theirs. But here's the truth. Reality doesn't change just because someone refuses to acknowledge it. You saw what you saw. You felt what you felt. Your experiences are real. If someone is constantly making you doubt yourself, they aren't confused. They aren't innocent. They're trying to control you. And the only way to fight back, trust yourself again. Stand firm in what you know. Because the moment they can no longer manipulate your perception, they lose their grip on you forever. Signal number 3. You're always walking on eggshells. A manipulator doesn't need to tell you what to do. They train you to control yourself. How? By making you afraid of their reaction. You hesitate before speaking, worried they'll snap. You censor your thoughts, afraid of setting them off. You shrink yourself just to keep the peace. And that's exactly what they want. This is how they do it. They explode in anger when you say something they don't like. They withdraw affection, punishing you with silence. They play the victim, making you feel bad for upsetting them. So you start adjusting. You anticipate their reactions before they even happen. You tiptoe around their emotions. You become a prisoner without realizing it. But listen to me. You were not born to walk on eggshells. You do not exist to manage someone else's emotions. If they can't handle you standing in your truth, then they don't belong in your life. Let them get angry. Let them pout. Let them sulk. A lion does not fear the growl of a coward, and you are no one's prisoner. Signal number 4. They always play the victim. No matter what happens, it's never their fault. They lie. It's because you made them feel unsafe. They cheat. It's because you weren't giving them enough attention. They disrespect you. It's because they were stressed. Every excuse, every deflection, every sob story is a tool, a way to escape accountability. Why do they do this? Because as long as they're the victim, you can't hold them accountable. And if they make you feel bad for hurting them, then suddenly you're the one apologizing. And now they win. Because when they're the victim, you become the villain. But here's the truth. They are not a child. They know what they are doing. They have choices, just like you do. They are responsible for their own actions. No more excuses. If someone refuses to own up to their mistakes, they will never change. And if they refuse to change, you walk, because you were not put on this earth to carry someone else's guilt. Signal number 5. Your power is slipping away. At first you were strong, confident, independent. But over time, something changed. You started apologizing more. You started feeling smaller. You started wondering why you felt so exhausted all the time. That's because manipulation isn't just about words. It's about taking your power. And when you're too drained to fight back, they win. Because manipulation isn't about arguing. It's about making you believe that resistance is useless, that fighting back isn't worth it, that it's easier, safer to just give in. No, not anymore. Today, you see the truth. Today, you remember who you are. You are not weak. You are not powerless. You are not theirs to control. You were born to be free. So take back your power. Cut them off. Burn the bridge. And never look back. Because the only person who should be in control of your mind, your choices, your life, is you. Now that you see the game, the question remains, how do you win? Because awareness is just the first step. Knowing you're being manipulated doesn't stop it from happening. Real power comes from knowing how to fight back, how to resist, how to become so mentally unshakable that no one, not a friend, not a boss, not a partner, not society itself, can pull your strings. So let's break it down. Here's how you become unmanipulatable. Step number 1, master your emotions, or someone else will. Manipulators don't control you with facts. They control you with feelings. Guilt, fear, obligation, anxiety, hope. They push your emotional buttons until you react the way they want. They use guilt to keep you in line. They use fear to stop you from leaving. They use false hope to keep you waiting for change. And the second you react instead of respond, they win. So what's the solution? Control your emotions before they do. Here's how. Pause before reacting. When someone pushes an emotional button, stop. Breathe. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Am I being manipulated? Refuse to give them an automatic reaction. Delaying your response weakens their control. Name the tactic. Call it what it is. If someone is guilt-tripping you, say to yourself, This is manipulation. If they're gaslighting you, think they're trying to rewrite reality. The moment you identify it, it loses its power. Detach from their emotions. Their anger is not your problem. Their disappointment is not your responsibility. Their sadness is not your burden to carry. Repeat this. Their emotions belong to them, not me. Master your emotions, and no one will ever be able to use them against you again. Step number 2, set boundaries and enforce them without apology. A manipulator thrives on your lack of boundaries. They test you. They push. They see how much they can get away with. And if you let them inch past your limits, they'll take miles. You must become immovable. Here's how you set unbreakable boundaries. Define your limits. What will you no longer tolerate? What behaviors cross the line for you? If you don't know your limits, neither will they. State them clearly, without emotion. Don't over-explain. Don't seek permission. Example: I don't tolerate being spoken to like that. If it happens again, I will walk away. Follow through, every time. Boundaries mean nothing without enforcement. If they cross the line, act. Distance yourself. Cut them off if needed. Because here's the truth. People don't respect the boundaries you set. They respect the ones you enforce. Step number 3, cultivate unshakable self-trust. Manipulation works best on those who don't trust themselves. If you hesitate, if you doubt your own instincts, if you let them make you question your reality, they will walk all over you. You must become unshakable in your own perception. How? Practice validating yourself. Stop looking to others to confirm what you know is true. If you feel something is wrong, trust it. No more second guessing. Keep a record of manipulation attempts. Every time someone twists the truth, gaslights you, or plays the victim, write it down. Over time, you'll see the pattern. And patterns don't lie. Make decisions with confidence. Even if you're wrong, it's better to trust yourself and learn than to let someone else dictate your choices. Own your mind, or someone else will. Step number 4, cut off manipulative people without guilt. Some people will never change. You can set boundaries. You can call out their tactics. But some manipulators don't stop. They just get better at hiding it. If you recognize someone as toxic, cut them off. No explanations. They'll twist them. No debates. They'll gaslight you. No guilt. They made their choice. And when they try to pull you back in, when they cry, beg, or throw a tantrum, stand firm. Because nothing confuses a manipulator more than someone who doesn't react. Let them call you heartless. Let them play the victim. Let them lie about you to others. It doesn't matter. Freedom comes at a price. And that price is leaving behind anyone who thinks they own you. Step number 5, become dangerous. Master the game of power. The best way to stop being manipulated? Become someone who cannot be controlled. Here's how. Learn the tactics of manipulators. Read books like The 48 Laws of Power, The Art of War, and The Prince. Understand how people play the game of control. Stop being overly agreeable. If you always say yes, people will take advantage of you. Learn to say no. And say it without an explanation. Build your independence. Manipulators prey on people who need them. Make your own money. Have your own space. Never rely on one person for everything. Sharpen your intuition. Watch how people react when you set a boundary. Notice when someone avoids accountability. Trust what your gut tells you about someone immediately. Project strength. Walk with confidence. Speak with certainty. Hold eye contact. Because here's the truth. Manipulators don't target the strong. They target the weak. So become untouchable. The world is full of manipulators. Some are subtle, some are obvious. But they all have the same goal: to make you easier to control. But now you see them. Now you know the game. And the more you practice these steps, the more you master yourself, the less control anyone will have over you. You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. You only need your own strength. So from this moment forward, no more guilt, no more second guessing, no more walking on eggshells, no more chains. They will try. They will push. They will test you. But you will never be controlled again. Because now, you own yourself.